Howdy, Ayebawl here, and welcome to another episode of Factorio with Arumba's Angel Plus Bods Mods pack. So this is episode 8, and I've got the circuits more or less automated, redoing the etched whiteboards with the circuit assemblers to match the speed of the actual circuit production of the third tier circuits. So I'm going to be moving around trying to do some maintenance on the factory, move stuff around. And it's also probably about time where I start building some defenses just in case get attacked. A lot of biters are forming up on the other side of the lake, and with the mod that makes the biters more aggressive, I don't know if they're actually going to find a pathing around the lake. And if they do, there's going to be tons of them coming over. So I move a robot port over, and I get the robots clearing out the trees for a path so I can lay down some walls. Nothing fancy, just a single line of wall will be good for now. It's just slow. If they do come attack, the wall should slow them down where I'll be able to get over there and start laying down some turrets. Now granted, more than likely, if I do get attacked, it's going to be from the east. Been lucky so far where I haven't really seen any biter attacks. I haven't really had to defend this factory yet. So the miner drills have been eating away at these raw ore nodes, so I've been having to move them around. Starting to run out of coal, but luckily there's a coal patch nearby. So when that one runs out, I should be still good on the coal. So it's also about that time where I break down the science area and move that on over to the main bus line. I really want to call it a main bus line now. For a main bus line to actually be a main bus line, I would consider it to at least need 4 rows of iron and 4 rows of copper and 2 lines of steel. But it's really difficult to get that kind of mass production with Angel's ores. So I've got the science area broken down. It's time to move it on over. But I've got the robots doing the very last part, so I'm kind of fiddling around with the gas and oil area where I'm trying to get everything bottled up. If the tanks fill up, then pretty much the production stops. Could add more tanks, but it's just easier to move the gas and the liquids around if they're in barrels. So my sapphirite is pretty much half gone now. It's the last drill setup for this node. So my plan is that when this sapphirite node is actually gone, that's when I'll focus on building the train for that other sapphirite that I found in an earlier episode. Which I'm just still doing pretty good. I've got a lot of iron plate and copper plate stored up. I think I'm sitting around about 88,000 iron plate and about 57,000 copper plate. From time to time, I'll throw the iron plate right into the steel furnaces to make sure I got enough steel being made. So I'm just prepping in advance because I'll probably need some more logistic robots. And then we'll just move the line down a little bit more to make room for the new science area. Plop down the resources the robots need into a chest. Let them go to work. And then set up new assemblers for the raw material for the science packs. So yeah, I didn't really work out the spacing here. I should have had the science pushed back further away from the main bus line. So I had to drop an assembler down for the gears, for the inserters, right next to the bus line, which isn't really all that good. You always need to leave yourself some space there just in case. Yes, snake something through. So I took some time to look at the map to kind of judge how I was going to redo the gas and the oil. I was going to move the main, not the main, but the first parts of the infrastructure of breaking down the oil and the gas that comes from the ground next to the lake. So I grabbed the stuff out of storage, and instead of just having it sit in storage, I went ahead and threw it in the assemblers to kind of alleviate storage space, so that those materials just aren't sitting there and not being used. I'm really wanting to get a requester chest so I can start using the logistic network, but I needed 150 blue science packs. So there's a mod here that's basically changed the resources needed for the science packs to utilize what's to be expected for .15 version of Factorio with the new science packs. So blue science needs third tier circuits, an engine, and the second tier assemblies. So while I'm messing around with the gas and the oil, hopefully by the time I get done with that, I should have 150 blue science. What's also really irritating is that I have all three resources being made for the Blue Science Pack. They're just not together. Now, I could just snake them so they're all in the same place, so I can just automatically build Blue Science. But I don't really like snaking things. So here I get the second tier assemblers up, ready for production, and I'm just going to move the resources over to the Blue Science assembler as needed. The third tier circuit is pretty much on low production due to the lack of plastic. So I noticed that the 6 fast inserters were not able to fully load the yellow belt. So I swapped those out for the loader, which I'm actually kind of liking. The loader that's a pretty nice mod, that loader. So since more likely my attacks are going to come from the east, I go ahead and I set up a couple of turrets to protect the science area. So I kind of hold back from building a wall there on the east because I'm still trying to expand that way, and I don't know. I really don't want to build a wall and have to turn around and dismantle the wall, which just takes forever. And since I haven't really been attacked that much, I'm just gonna take the risk, and if they come through, I'll just rebuild whatever they take out. So I grabbed some more crushed stone, thinking that it would have used it all. But apparently it got held up due to one of the gases. Oh, no, wait, that's right. I never unloaded the sodium hydroxide. So now that little area is back into full swing. So basically, I'm getting ready to dismantle this entire oil and gas area to make it more fluid, more functional. I was able to get my initial pieces that I needed, and now it's time to just barrel it all up and make it look better, more functional. But that's going to be it, and next episode we'll tear down the oil and gas industry up here and make it look prettier. And I will see y'all tomorrow.